I was saying at first I thought I had a point to all this, but I don't.
You have a point to all this?
Well, first I was saying, okay, so we're talking about the movie, what is this called again? Time Machine?
Time Machine.
Yeah. And I was like, how is he not going to run into himself during all these damn times?
Well, speaking of time, let's go back in time and say, welcome to Lavenders Corner, baby! What's up, y'all? Welcome to Lavenders Corner.
Do you have times where you feel low on energy? Do you feel like you just can't go on anymore? Well, you should try out Nitro Herbal Energy Drink. It's infused with 3 herbs and 2 vitamins to give you the best quality energy drink your body can handle. To order it, call 1-314-485-9294.
Baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy tea up in the limousine.
I can edit anything, so we're fine.
Who the fuck you think you are, dude?
I'm Paulie.
The General.
How you been, buddy?
Been good, man. Lavender good. Life has not really been that good for Lavender lately, as you know, but we're not going to talk about that. So, but also...
Ladies, you all need to give Lavender some loving when you see him.
Just give him a little loving.
Put a little love in your heart.
But last night, Lavender did have luck on his side. So, I went to Walgreens and I was going to look for some hot Takis.
Oh, this is a story.
It's a story.
The Facebook story.
The Facebook story.
Oh, I'm ready for this one.
I'm looking for some hot Takis, which I found them. They're the only place that had them.
Oh.
Hot Takis, these were the chips that was off of Orange is the New Black. They were all wanting Hot Takis and Hot Cheetos or whatever, so it kind of made me want those. So I went there.
What do they taste like?
They're like a hot chili lime kind of chip, like a Dorito, but it's rolled up. Here, try one. Yeah. Those were on the Orange is the New Black. If you actually watch the Orange is the New Black, they talk about those all the time.
They're like rolled up chips.
Yes, they are. They talk about those all the time, and only a few places have them. So... they're a little sour when you taste them, but the sour comes from the lime, but they have a spice to them. But they're actually really good. I'm not really a big fan of spicy things, but I do love the show, The Orange is the New Black, and those were all on the show. So that actually made me want to go out and buy those and try them. I'm a big fan of them. I like them. I like them a little better than the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but those are really good.
These are good.
Yeah, they are good, right? But anyway, back to the story. So... I was happy, got my hot Takis, and got to my car, put my bags of goods in the car, didn't remember putting my wallet on top of the car, drive off.
Oh, no.
I get home, get out the car, where's my wallet? Wow. Did I just leave my wallet on top of my car? I remember that's the last place I put it. Walgreens is about 5 minutes from my house down the street. So I go back to Walgreens, and... I look around the ground. Oh, no, my wallet's not out here. I have money in my wallet, credit cards, and ID. I'm going to have to get it all over again. This is bull crap. Well, this is Lavender Corner. This is bullshit. So I go on Walgreens, and I say, excuse me, ma'am, did anybody find a wallet, please? And she was like, what's your name? I said, Lavender. So she's like, oh, yeah, some nice kid turned it in. I'm like, great. Well, my money's probably gone anyway, but as long as my ID's in there, credit cards, I'm fine with that, whatever. She gave my wallet back, and I had $250 in there. Not 1 cent was gone. Not 1 cent. Credit cards were in there. ID was in there. Believe it or not, I'm stupid for this. My social security card was still in there. I was so grateful. I asked her, I said, well, this only happened in the last 5 minutes. Is the gentleman here that found my wallet? She was like, no, he left. Because I was actually going to give him like $100 just for turning my wallet in, just for, being nice. So I decided to put a post on Facebook to see who that gentleman was, to thank him that he turned in my wallet. I appreciate it. And it was actually a young kid that turned in my wallet, which I was expecting a young kid, when they turn in my wallet, take the money out, but hey, here's the wallet back.
Yeah.
Even if he would have took the, $250, I would have still been a little pissed off. But yeah, I still have all my other stuff. But, and honestly, living out here in North County, I wanted to move back to St. Charles, but that act alone, I'm actually going to sign my lease over tomorrow again.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That's right.
I hope only good things go then. Man.
You know, a lot of people look at as young people these days, what we call them millennials. Very non-appreciative people when they find stuff. You know, it's mine now. You know, finders keepers, losers weepers. But this guy, he did not have that motive at all. So I was very appreciative of that. If I could find out his name, I wish he actually would have left his name and number with the wallet. I would have been gladly to give him a nice reward. So, General Paulie, how you been, man? What's been going on? How's the Miscellaneous Podcast going for you?
It's going fine.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I remember the Facebook post on the Good Samaritan.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really cool because losing a wallet is like losing your cell phone.
That's the worst thing in the world.
You feel naked, but it's worse than that. Like, when you lose a cell phone, you feel naked. You feel like, oh, crap, where's my cell phone? Oh, it's at home. Or whatever. You lose a wallet.
I would have rather lost my cell phone at that point than my actual wallet, because the cell phone can be replaced easy, but the wallet, you have to go through, get a new driver's license, get a new social security card, calling your credit card companies, and, you know, canceling your credit cards. It's right. Time and money. And then you don't know if somebody actually got your information. They might use it. I mean, they can try to use it, but trying to get credit with Lavender, it won't work out too well for you. You'll be just wasting time. Basically, with me, if you try to steal my information getting credit, you'll just be practicing, you know, for the big dogs. Yeah. That's all. So,
oh, man.
But yeah, I was very thankful, and
that's good, dude.
Really appreciated it. And
yeah, I don't get fun shit like that. Like, okay, so remember when flip phones first had cameras on them?
Oh yeah.
So this is my
with the shitty pixels.
I was with Radio Edit. Well, that was my first flip phone with a camera, or a phone with a camera. Mm-hmm. So I was all like, you know, it's my girl, so we have a lot of private pictures on there. Oh God. I don't know what the hell happened, but it fell out the car. It was on top of the car. I don't really remember the circumstance. And I had to look all over the place for it. And it's laying on the ground, open.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, no car ran over it. Nothing. Thank God. I love those kind of moments. You know? Hold on. Did he do like the Sprite commercials or something? Or
no, all the black guys did Sprite commercials.
That guy.
No, that's Orlando Bloom. He did a couple of Sprite commercials. But he was actually in a lot of other movies. He was in The Replacements. He was in
yeah, he's a comedian though, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's in Drumline. He's in a lot of stuff. Anyway.
Hey, let's dance the dance of brotherly love.
Me and the General, we had a good time tonight. We went to the...
I want to talk about that a little bit too, because thanks for... Lavender said, come on, let's go. So... It's been a long time since we went to the Star Lounge.
Star Lounge, that's right.
And I got a nice big buzz going on. Mm-hmm. And the food was,
food really that
Can't
good.
get a winner all the time. But it was fun. And then, so we go down to the casino because you're like, I got $10 free slot play or whatever. I wasn't wanting to go.
No, he wasn't.
No.
But
that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, and but the casino machines, they did fuck me, you know.
Oh my God! Okay, so there was that Wheel of Fortune one,
Wheel of Fortune,
or whatever, and so we get the thing for the spin, and the first time you spun it, and right before it goes, it's going slow, like it's gonna stop right on the jackpot. And then just happens to go to the lowest fucking number.
Exactly.
There. That pissed me off. So not only did it happen once, it happened three. It was three altogether. Two times altogether. On the other side, where it was because I remember you spun the shit out of the second one.
I did,
and it was like we're like 700. Oh come on!
Exactly.
And then the third time was me, and I was like, all right, we got this. Mm-hmm. So I barely touched that thing.
Yep.
And it was going so slow, and it's like going so slow through the jackpot, and we're like, oh, we got it this time. Dink! 700.
Nope.
Fuck.
It's like, really? What the fuck? So, but I mean, I still have fun. I think I probably spent, $40, $60.
Okay, so the guy behind us was playing, what was that, Tinder? Because he kept yelling, Tinder Wolf! Tinder Wolf! And he won, what, a couple hundred?
At least a couple hundred.
That thing got loud.
It got really, really loud. And then, so as we're leaving, we're watching this one guy. He has his machine up over $8,000 inside of a freaking bonus. I'm like, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That never happens to me. I mean, I've hit, $2,500, $3,000 before, but not like that. That guy is something about when I put my card in, oh, Lavender's here. We'll give him a little bit, but we're not going to let him win because if Lavender wins too much money, he's going to make a lot of bad fucking decisions with it. So fine, whatever. But anyway, we went up to the Star Club, and we had some drinks, had some mediocre food, enjoyed the view, kind of, if you like watching the Golden Girls. But
the allure of gambling, I can never understand.
You can see everybody winning the jackpots and make you not want to leave because you figure that you might hit that jackpot. Sometimes when you walk out and drive home, you still hear those slot machines in your ears. It's a lasting effect. My thing is, when you go to a casino, if you go responsibly, gamble responsibly, you win. I mean, simple as that, as long as you had a good time. But when you go there, you blow hundreds and thousands of dollars that you can't freaking afford, then that's where it all goes downhill. You know?
I still like that. We get up $25 or so, and I was like, that's $25 you didn't have in your pocket. And you just kept pressing the button like, yeah, that's right.
I want more.
That guy was, man. So he was playing, I don't know what game that was, but it was like Buffaloes or the best or something.
It was 4-Wonder Buffalo machine.
He had 86 free games playing. And he's just sitting there with a cigar and shit. Just like,
And he bet $12 a spin. He bet $12 a spin, and he wound up, what was the final jackpot? $8,600.
Yeah.
So, in that case, if you bet $4 a spin, you would have won, what, about $2,800. You bet $2 a spin, you'd have won, $1,400. Then if you'd have bet the minimum, that would have been, about $800 you'd have won. So the more you bet, the more that you would actually win.
Yeah, because I think 12 was like the highest you could bet.
Yeah, that was the highest. 12 was the highest number.
It's just funny we're playing that. That's somebody's hourly wage going by each
Exactly.
spin. I was like, that's so true. Oh my God.
Yeah, but that guy, you can tell he had money.
Oh God, yeah. That was an expensive cigar. He had some nice clothes on. He was there to have fun.
Exactly.
He gambled for the entertainment, not for necessity.
Yep.
He was not a rounder. Now, here's what I want to do sometime. I'll see if you're game for this. Live on Lavenders Corner. I want to go play poker at Ameristar. How much do you do to buy in?
It just depends on the type of poker game you're playing. Some poker games require, $60 to buy in, $40 to buy in.
Because I'm a very cheap gambler. I bring like $20 and I'm good.
Well, I've actually met people who actually bought in for $60 at a no limit table, and actually won a big pot of about $600 and got up and left, and which pissed a lot of people around that table off. But you can do that though.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering. My next question was, because if I win enough to where I'm comfortable, I'm gonna leave.
You can leave, but
I don't want to fucking stay.
Yeah, but somebody probably trying to meet you in the parking lot and fight you. No, you won that from this pot. We're gonna have a chance to win it back. But
I hate that. Like, you and I have played poker many a times at Rutter's place, and dude,
Bankston's place.
I think it's fun how fuck Bankston with the. That was a rough night with what was that? Surratt and Jim Beam.
Yeah, that night you were just like, "Oh, Ciroc, I never had this before. Let me try it. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, this is nothing. It's not going to get me fucked up." Yeah, 3 hours later, you was in the front yard climbing fucking trees. What the fuck, dude?
I remember I was double fisting the Jim Beam and the Surratt, and you guys went all out to go smoke, and I couldn't stand up. Like, my legs didn't want to work.
Yeah. And I think we all had to go to work the next day. No, maybe not you. Because I think you were off Tuesday, Wednesdays then.
I remember sleeping on the floor that day.
Yeah.
At night. Because I remember Adam, when I started sobering up, Adam came up and put a trash can right next to my face in case I would throw up.
Yeah. It was weird because my buzz didn't come down till like 6 or 7 that evening. So out of it. So fucking out of it, man.
So you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Be right back.
Yeah, when you're a kid, it's funny how things kind of set your parents off that you don't think they're bad at all. Like the first time I ever shaved my head, it was on a vacation, right? Mm-hmm. It was on a float trip. And my buddy used a single blade razor. And now my head was buzzed at the time.
Yeah.
And he ripped open a can of beer. We dumped it out. We added water to it. And that's what he was using. And he sat there all day just cutting the shit out of my head trying to shave me. I get home. I loved it, dude. I love being bald. And I get home and my dad like, I'm going to fucking disown you and all this other shit. Like, we don't have no fucking cue balls in this damn house. Ah! He was so pissed, dude. Oh, man. And then it'd be the opposite, too. If I grew my hair out long, he'd do the same thing, too. I forgot. In this movie, did his shit break? Did his time machine break? That's why he's stuck there?
I think he destroys it. That's how he got stuck there. He destroys it.
Oh.
So... But anyway, what I want to talk about...
I like how they have makeup in the future.
Yeah. You know, that's Samantha Mumba. She came out with that song, I want to love you, you don't love me. I want to need you. You remember that song?
Nope.
You remember that song?
No.
Oh, fuck. Motherfucker. I got to play that.
You're really shitty at singing it.
Fuck you. Remember that? Baby, come on over tonight.
No.
That's like one of the staple songs of the early 90s.
No, I've never seen this.
Really?
Or heard it.
God.
And you know me, I'm like a lot of different music. Wow. Huh. I don't know, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh my God.
Nutrigrain, the opposite of hitting the snooze bar.
No? Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're lame. But anyway.
Well, you know, I'm wearing a fucking Ted shirt, so yeah, I guess I'm lame.
Thunder Buddies!
Yeah. She looks hot in that little... I like how, like, in the future, they live in these really extravagant huts, but they have a little bit of technology everywhere. Like, they have lipstick, they have makeup, they have really nicely sewn together things.
Exactly.
People actually think that I'm Morpheus, and so they'll often say, "Oh, Morpheus," and I always say, "Is not my name."
I'm really neutral when it comes to politics.
He's a Russian spy.
Because I hate them all. Mm-hmm. All politicians are nothing but crooks. I mean, they literally steal from us and we do nothing about it.
It's all a setup to make us go up against each other.
Yes. Okay, so, and that's exactly my point. So, we're almost a fully divided country on the opinion of Trump.
We are.
And here's my question. Why is it when I talk to someone who is not a Trump lover, and I ask them why they don't like Trump, it's like a cookie cutter thing that they say they don't like him that you hear on media all the time.
Well,
like they don't. Here's the thing: when you're mad, and these people are mad, they hate him. They get angry at Trump. In any situation, when someone's mad, and you ask them what's wrong, they will tell you. They will tell you in great detail.
Well,
with repeating themselves what they're mad about.
First of all, when it comes to Trump, he say a lot of shit. Not even on Twitter, just in person, that he should not say as a president. Like, for instance, the guy from the Border Patrol, he was, he got recognized for, stopping a lot of illegal aliens. Before the guy came up, Trump looked to the crowd and said, "Oh, by the way, He speaks good English. Don't worry about it. You don't say stuff like that. I'm sorry. You know, whether you speak good English or not, you know, you recognizing the man for something he done, just have him come up and say his speech. Trump say a lot of stuff that he shouldn't say. You know, what I can say, a lot of Trump supporters that was for Trump in the beginning are actually seeing the light that, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have put this guy as president, but also we still didn't want Hillary. It's kind of like, I didn't want Hillary as president either. Honestly, my vote was a coin toss. It was heads for Hillary, tails for Trump, and it landed on heads. And
well, I voted for the third party.
So it was either that. I mean, I knew the third party wasn't going to go anywhere, but either
the third party never goes in. The only time I think it ever has is in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
But my only thing about the whole politics, I pissed somebody off and they thought, you know, oh, you're black and you're against black people. You're another fucking Ben Carson. Ben Carson? What the fuck? You know, Ben Carson's a strong black Republican. To me, he's actually worse than Trump. His politics on things are just so fucked up. And you can call me an Uncle Tom. You can call me, you know, a nigger, the N-word.
Oh.
But this is Lavenders Corner. I can say that. You can call me that.
Is that it?
Yeah. But don't call me a fucking Ben Carson. He's one of the worst, I mean, out of, you know, Republicans there could be. Yeah, he's a fucking surgeon. You know, he done this and done that. He's well spoken, but he's fucking dumb. He's dumb as fuck.
Wait, hold on. Is Ben Carson the surgeon? Who is the other one?
Yeah, Ben Carson.
There was the other one who did 999. That was his thing.
Well, black or white?
He was a black guy. He ran all the pizza joints. And he had this 9999 thing.
You talking about Papa John?
No, not the pizza. I meant his way of fixing the stuff wrong with the government. But
Colin Powell?
No, God no.
But anyway.
Ben Carson did not have the chops to do what he needed to do.
No.
But okay, so either way, this is a good example. I asked you a point blank question, and it's hard to answer it.
It's not hard to answer. It's Trump. It's stupid. He don't think before.
You said, your thing is because he says weird things.
He said weird things he should not say.
On Twitter, yeah. He loves Twitter.
And also...
But he's a billionaire. He doesn't care what he has to say.
Trump's only a billionaire because he supported. He went bankrupt many, many of times, but that name Trump still is worth money.
So?
You know.
He always came back from his thing. When he divorced, Ivana Trump or whatever? Or remember from the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
She took half of his empire and he lost more through something else, and then he came back again. He did Celebrity Apprentice. He did everything like that. Yeah. He's good with those things.
To me,
that's what I say. But
to me, Trump, he brought out a lot more racism in people these days.
Well,
based on,
I have an opinion on that.
Okay, we all have opinions on it. And Trump, what he represents the wall, keeping illegal aliens out of here. But in a true statement, we're all illegal aliens. This was not our fucking country to take over.
You think he represents the wall?
He's for the wall. He's the man that wants to build the wall. He wants Mexico to pay for the wall. And
yeah, but first off, let's stop and let's go with this. Do you know why he wants the wall?
Yeah.
Why?
He wants the wall to keep illegal aliens out of here, and also he wants the wall to protect our assets, our money. Yeah, that's fine. He don't want people to come over here to, get our money and make, money on the side and send it back to their country.
Yeah. For the most part, you get it. The wall is made for our protection. Now,
exactly.
The reason why he wants to put it on the wall because our borders are not protected on the Mexico side or wherever you want to call it. Wherever they want to build a wall. I think it's just Mexico.
But how do you think the Indians felt when we came over here? Well, not us, but when the Europeans came.
Let's not look at that. Let's look at the nowadays shit. Okay, we have cartels that go through. We have murderers that go through. We have illegal immigrants that go through. We have crime that's so huge in the areas surrounding that's why people have gotten mad over the years.
Yeah, but it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Trust me. You can build 20 walls.
I know, but everybody keeps bringing up the wall thing. Look, the wall is not going to happen.
It's not.
All right when he said we're going to have Mexico pay for it, I'm like, really? I want to see you fucking do that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no one's going to support anything you do solely because media has done such a great job in hating him. Mm-hmm. Because here's how I look at it, and here's what I know. In the beginning... Mm-hmm. When he started getting popular votes and a little more stank when he was doing his debates.
Right.
Because he was telling the America the truth about the politicians. Mm-hmm. Because this is a man who's done business with them for years and years. He knows what they hate, they like. You know, he knows all the deep, dark secrets of these politicians. So why would you want someone like that in office?
Exactly.
And when in the beginning they all thought, oh, he's not going to go far, and he started going far, that's when Hillary Clinton and all of them were like, we got to do something about this. So we don't have anything on him per se. So let's just make it sound like you got to be batshit crazy to vote for someone like that. And media did a good job.
I mean, the media did a good job making Hillary look bad. She's not innocent. She was a fucking snake. Trust me. I wasn't for Hillary. I was Bernie Sanders all the way, and I knew when Hillary won the Democratic nomination, we were fucked because everybody knows she's fucking crooked, and nobody wanted her as president. Yeah, I thought most of the women were going to vote for her, but it didn't turn out that way. Because everybody know Hillary. She tried too hard, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to win over the black vote. She had a little skit to where she pulled out a bottle of hot sauce out of her purse, which really pissed me off, and everybody was clapping. Yeah, no, Hillary, you're racist as fuck still. Don't go there, and no. But yeah, when Trump became president, our country was a laughing fucking stock. All the countries laughed at us like, are you fucking kidding me? It made us look bad. It really did. And then all this shit came out with the NFL players taking the fucking knee, the national anthem, doing this and that, and people don't realize they're not taking a knee against the military. They're taking a knee against brutality because we're supposed to be free. We're not being treated as the same way as a white individual when they get pulled over. A lot of cops been killed mainly by white people because they underestimated the power of the white person and let them try to get off, and they wound up getting killed. Black person, their senses automatically get heightened. Okay, we need to be really careful. Let's do this, blah, blah, blah. But no. As a black person, you're tired of police brutality, basically. And, I see a lot of things on Facebook, a lot of things on social media. It shows so much. Yeah, but sometimes the cops are right and sometimes the cops are wrong. Yeah, you get put over by a cop. Just respect the cop and say, yes, sir, no, sir, whatever. Get your ticket. But then at that point, when you start arguing with them, then you start recording and say, he doing this for no reason, blah, blah, blah. We don't know the full story behind that. We really don't. But all as I'm saying, when a person take a knee, it's for equal rights. It's not nothing against the flag, none of that. Because
I'm still confused on that whole thing.
Okay.
If I get pulled over by a cop, mm-hmm. They can understand. Look at me. I match a lot of descriptions. Yeah. I'm a bald-headed white guy with a long-ass goatee. Mm-hmm. And it's the same for me as with you, reality-wise. If I get lippy with a cop, he's going to pull me out and beat the shit down out of me.
Yeah, but he's not going to take you as a threat as he would a black person.
Look, over the years, black people, no offense to the fucking culture, mm-hmm. are the ones that are more likely to be violent. Because they live in a world that is violent.
But if you're going to be a police in that jurisdiction, you still got to treat everybody as equal. If you don't want to, don't take the job.
If you know that when you pull over someone in St. Louis, chances are they probably have a gun, and chances are they won't think twice to use it on you. So with that said, when you say equal, how the fuck can anybody equal if they're in fear of their own lives, even though they have training, even though they have all this other stuff to defend, but they can't defend against a goddamn bullet. Remember the late 80s and the early 90s, mm-hmm. there was just crazy people, doesn't matter if they're white or black, shooting cops when they pulled them for a speeding ticket. Remember that?
Yeah, but that's not only black people, that's white people.
I just said that.
Exactly.
It was all racist. And then I'm kind of deviating from my point. But what I'm saying is that I remember when that all went down, since then, cops would come up to the back of the car first, slowly make their way in, then the second cop would have to be there. Because I remember the days when only one cop would just genuinely just walk up to your window, go, hey, what's going on? You did wrong, here's your shit, go home.
And my point is that I seen a video, cop pulled over a country, hillbilly type of guy, and the guy wasn't following orders. Cop told him to stop, go back to his car. Guy turned around, I'm going to get my gun and I'm going to kill you. At that point, what is the cop supposed to do when he walk away and says that? It's on tape. You shoot the motherfucker and you fucking kill him. No, the cop let him go to his car. The guy go to his car, get his AK, and the cop has his little revolver, and the guy just start dumping off on the fucking cop. And kill the fucking cop, and the cop's on his radio, help! You can hear the blood just filling his lungs up. I need backup!
Okay, but that's a perfect example. Now let's look at that one. You said, he let him go all the way back to his car. What about that one guy who was selling DVDs illegally, and they don't show you all the shit the cop did beforehand. He warned them to leave, the guy, and the guy wanted to fight the cop and be all like, no, I have my right to be here, and fuck you, and you go fuck yourself. And then he left, and then he came back saying, you're doing it again, we told you to stop, now we have to arrest you. And then that's when he wanted to physically attack the goddamn cop. They get to the ground, and then a gun fucking falls out of the guy's pocket. And
supposedly a gun falls out of his pocket.
You see it on tape!
They said supposedly. But at that point, instead of wrestling with him, you just tase him, take him to the ground. That's the end of him.
Okay. Now, you make a great point. Let me finish my point real quick.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the tasing part. Okay. This is getting exciting now. So, when a guy does all that to the cop, he's in the wrong. Because a cop is there for peacekeeping. Okay? There's laws of society that we've had for a long time, that not to aggressively attack a guy who's a peace officer. All right? You get in trouble for that. But people don't care. They still do it. And then they wonder why they're in trouble. And then they go back to the tape and go, look, I didn't headbutt him. Yeah, but you fucking punched him. But I didn't headbutt him. They're thinking, I should be okay because I didn't do this to him, but I did that to him. Cause and effect seems to fucking be stupid with criminals these days.
But you gotta also look,
But you made a great point. Now let me finish my points real quick, only because I'm gonna lose them in my head because I'm still a little buzzy.
Continue.
Actually, I want some more jello shots. All right. But the other point is, you make a great point. Well, just tase their asses. That's my question here. All this can be just avoided. Okay, fucking guy goes, the hillbilly, goes back, I'm gonna take your, he could have just pulled out his fucking taser and just, and then been fine, whatever.
At that point, the cop could have took out his gun and took him out. And then that video would have seen that the guy said he's gonna kill him. They looked in the car and seen the AK-47 loaded, and that would have been justified right there.
Now, either way, a lot of these encounters that we see where cops, and you and I come from a field that deals with a lot of cops, so we can ask these questions to them.
Oh, yeah.
And their answers are about the same as ours, where they say, yeah, they're dumbasses for doing that. Remember that? We were at Mobile on the Run, and fucking what's-his-face is like, well, if he did it, he was a dumbass for doing it.
Exactly.
And you hit the nail on the head. Because I know a lot of high-speed pursuit chases in the 90s that were big, they stopped doing those. Because they're like, we'll track him down to his house.
Yeah, there's no point.
We'll just drive up to his house and pick him up there.
There's no point.
Yeah, there's no point for a fucking chase. Exactly. Same thing goes with this. Why can't they just tase the fucker out of people?
Exactly.
Because what are they going to do?
And
shoot a rubber bullet at them. Just take them out for, use non-lethal takedown.
Right. Use something. Unless the guy physically, you see him starting to pull out a gun at you. Yeah, kill that motherfucker.
Well, we've had that too.
Yeah.
Where civil rights and all these people get all mad because, well, you see him, he drew a gun on the cop. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
He wasn't intently going to kill him. The law states if you pull out a deadly weapon and point it at someone, that's intent to kill.
Exactly.
That makes you in the wrong and you should be shot.
I agree.
Not you should be shot, but that's the outcome.
I agree with that.
But yeah, a lot of this, in my opinion, and I'm not saying that I'm against cops. For being a guy who's been arrested and thrown in jail and profiled as much as the next person, and I mean that in all sincerity, because like I say, I fit a part. I fit a look. And I look at this and just go, they could be held a little differently.
Yeah, it could have been. And,
I mean, there's no point to take somebody down to the ground and fucking wrestle them around, or that one poor fucker who was in the truck and he didn't want to move and he didn't want to leave. The cop fucking thought it was a gun and shot him.
Yeah.
Like all those kind of like this. Oh, you don't want to leave? Fine. I'm going to go to my car. I'm going to call the tow truck up and we'll just tow it with you in it. There's so many things that the outcomes could be different.
Exactly. And, a lot of police...
But this is just my opinion.
I mean, a lot of police, to me, they need to pick and choose their battles. You have the guy selling DVDs. He's committing a small crime, but is it worth trying to kill a man over? No, it's not.
Well, okay. I don't think they intended to kill him.
They didn't intend to. They wanted him to stop, and he's basically pretty much, fuck you, leave me alone. And at that point, you're just like, well, we're not going to make this a big fucking ordeal, But then they went on pursuit, and they should have left to me and went somewhere else to look for a bigger fucking crime.
Now, do you think our opinions are a little bit better when it comes to these things because of the fact of, in our various professions, we deal with cops almost on a nightly basis?
I mean, absolutely. I see cops give people so many breaks, whether they're black, whether they're white, and people still run off at the mouth. Don't want to,
Jello shots.
They want to run off at the mouth, and they don't want to comply.
Yeah, we've seen them give them so many chances.
And honestly, they give them so many chances a lot. It's because a lot of this racism stuff, they don't want to be a part of it. They just rather do their job.
This one won't look like. I don't think this one's good.
Why you say that?
It's this weird discoloring on it.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't want that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have it. Oh, this one's like goo.
Well, they were in my car for a minute before I took them over here, and
10-day-old Jello shots. Whew. It's right underneath by your new foot. Got it? Oh
no. Well, they just
I wouldn't eat it now, dude. That looks like it's on a grossy floor right there.
Yeah, that's not.
All right, Nostrovia. That's tasty. No, but I think being around Policia a lot more than I guess the average person. Yeah. Like my brother, he literally says like to his kids, "Don't walk up to a cop because they're just gonna shoot you." I'm like, that doesn't just happen. They don't just randomly just go, "Oh, someone's walking up to me. Let me just shoot them."
No, it's not. It's not like that.
Hey, great costume, Lewis.
Oh, it's not a costume. The dentist screwed up, so he won't be able to walk, talk, or see normally for the next couple of days.
Enough about politics. Enough about, the police and stuff. This is back to Lavenders Corner. Sometimes Lavenders Corner can get a little deep. We talk about things that actually we don't want to talk about. We talk about things that needs to be talked about.
Well, what's another topic to talk about? That's fun, exciting, whatever. You wanted to talk about UFOs or some shit before. Oh, we did a show on Cocktail Joe's Recommendals. He wanted to talk about UFOs. He wanted to talk about all this stuff, but he couldn't make it to the show. So he goes, here's some ideas. The Tic Tac UFO. Now, that was a cool episode. I liked it. I thought I covered it enough, but he said it wasn't enough, and you said it wasn't enough.
And trust me, Lavender, I'm a big space man. I love space. Believe it or not, I'm a Star Trek man. I follow all that type of stuff. And just to get off the subject really quick, what really pisses me off is I'm watching all these Star Trek movies and shows or whatever, and they're traveling billions and billions of light years in space to where they can get from one planet to another planet in 15 minutes due to their warp drive, which is not a such thing as warp drive. But when I looked it up, I found out that in mankind, in reality, we only traveled about 275,000 miles in space. And that kind of pissed me off a little bit. We come this far and we haven't traveled, even to the moon yet. Yeah, we send, stuff to the moon, the Hubble spacecraft or whatever, but We actually haven't been there, and I think with all the technology that we have,
we should have been there by now. Are you on crack? I mean, well, I guess do you just not believe the moon landing happened in the 60s?
The moon landing that was a part of the 275,000 miles. I believe that it happened.
Yeah,
you have a lot of people.
Said that no one's ever been to the moon.
I meant Mars.
Oh, okay.
I meant Mars. Sorry.
Yeah, Mars is too far.
Yeah, the moon. People still think that we haven't been to the moon. They think it's a big prop. They're blah blah blah. No, we've been to the fucking moon. I mean, it's far, but we have enough technology. We can get there right now if we want to, but it's pointless because we've already been there. We want to go further. I mean, I
like all the so NASA does these live feeds back in the day, right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd go cut off real quick or whatever. One of the things I liked the most was they said I was looking at this YouTube video. They called it a UFO. And the guy on the camera, the camera's there and he's like fixing something, and you see out in the space, and you see this itty bitty thing fly by. Like a little speck of light.
Yeah.
And they drop feed. And I'm sitting there going,
mm-hmm.
It could have been a star or a comet or something. How the hell do we know that's an unidentified object? Yeah. I loved it when Trump released that stuff recently.
Well, that's why he's coming up with his own Space Force. It's because he wanted to discover stuff that...
Why is everyone giving shit to the Space Force program? Because Star Wars came out in the 80s from Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan's thing is, we need lasers in space, guys.
Believe it or not, I mean, I think Space Force is another way to say, hey, NASA, you guys are not doing that good of a fucking job on getting shit done. We're going to do it ourselves, pretty much.
But it's like honestly, military in space or something, right?
I mean, I like Space Force. I just don't like Trump. But it's a good idea. I mean, that's a good idea. I think, that he imposed.
These things are fucking addicting.
Oh, yeah, they are addictive. But anyway, far as space, which we have found out, at first, we all thought there was just, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, our own little galaxy. And as we sent out, our, what they call huddlecrafts or whatever, they're named a different type of, like, they actually launched this one huddlecraft back in like 71. I forgot what it's called. So when you ask yourself this, how are we going to be the only galaxy and the only planet within, all those billions of galaxies with people, with
live... Some people say that we're all alone.
No, we're not all alone. I don't believe it. No.
If we can come up with the imagination to create aliens and weird shit like this on TV, then there has to be shit out there.
Just think, galaxies like ours, there's billions and billions and billions of galaxies. They estimate it's over 100 billion galaxies like ours, with each with about 15 to 20 planets inside those galaxies. How are we the only ones picked out of all those galaxies, the only people that's actually living? No, we're not. It's just we haven't reached that far enough to really see. They say, it's quite a few habitable planets out there we possibly can live on, but it's not really meant for us to live on those planets.
Theorizing is so far away. I mean, back in the 80s on the big-ass telescope, they saw something move way the fuck out there, and they think it's a planet coming collision course towards us. I mean, we don't know.
No.
I mean, we could be dead tomorrow. We don't know. But when it comes to aliens, I believe in aliens. I believe that they're out there because we're not alone. Because you can't... Okay, one example is we're watching this documentary, and it was... You know how we have crop circles here?
Mm-hmm.
In England, they have shit tons. And the farmers were talking about how it's been there for centuries. Like their grandpa knew about them. Their grandpa knew about them.
Well, it's a proven fact. People actually made those.
Well, I don't know. So
they actually showed how people make them.
Yeah, but I don't get the ones in fucking England for centuries and centuries. Everyone just goes out there and makes elaborate fucking designs.
We wasn't there centuries ago, so they could have made them 20, 30 years ago. We wouldn't fucking know. I mean, you really can't believe everything that you hear, but...
and then in the pyramids, they have writings on the wall that show space-like vehicles.
But how do you know those writings didn't happen 50, 60 years ago?
Yeah.
We don't know for sure.
And recently we have the stuff that was released from the government, and also the government saying we do know there's UFOs, we just don't know why. That makes me think, are they slowly releasing shit because they know what's coming down the pipe?
Do you believe in Area 51?
Yeah.
So you think we're hiding aliens you think aliens actually have enough technology where they made it this far?
I don't think of it like that. What I think of it is as they are... I think of it more or less that's the testing ground for a lot of shit. It used to be, but then now they moved everything out because it's all popular now.
Oh, that wasn't an alien. That was just a weather balloon. Sorry.
The Roswell incident was really cool because the actual stuff you see in the paper and all this other stuff was really cool. I don't know. Like, see, that's where it comes down to. Because I believe, but that's my own personal...
honestly, I'm going to tell you something about Roswell. I've been to Roswell, New Mexico before.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was actually on my way to Alamo Grotta, New Mexico, 2001. I took a bus there. One of our stops was at a Wendy's in Roswell. It was a bus stop there. So we all got off the bus stop, we took like a 35, 40-minute break. So I go inside this Wendy's or whatever. It was a lot of, Mexicans in there, serving us, whatever. But as I go up to the counter, it was pretty much like, "Sir, can I take your order, please?" Yeah, I want this. "Okay, it'll be ready momentarily." And they turns around. Do. So I'm not really thinking of it because I don't know really much about Roswell then. And as the years go on, I think about like those people were acting really strange that worked in that restaurant at Wendy's. And it kind of made me think that possibly that could have been, those could have been aliens. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even going to make a speculation, but, and I've seen the show Roswell back in the day. They made it off of the supposedly the spaceship that happened in Roswell. It was a pretty cool show, but, it just kind of makes you think. And honestly, in my opinion, I'm about 99.8% sure that we're not the only ones out here in this world. In this universe. There are other species. There's other species with way better technology than us. To me, I think we're ancient compared to those other species out there. As far as like the Star Trek and the warp drive and all that type of stuff, I think other species actually have invented that stuff already. We just don't have the technology and don't have the brain development to come up with that kind of stuff right now. So there you have it from Lavender. Lavender's not, remember, he's not all about the girls. He's not all about the money. He does speak some geeky true facts.
Yeah, I kind of like your thing on that, where we're probably ancient civilization to these people. Mm-hmm. We're like in the Middle Age, Stone Age, or whatever. Yeah.
And trust me, for us to actually travel outside of our own galaxy, it won't be in our lifetime. It probably won't. It won't even be in our grandkids' lifetime. That'll be about 400 years from now. If we get the technology built up, if we don't freaking kill ourselves by then possibly they can invent something by then. So our brains just not developed to invent that kind of stuff right now. And so there you have it. But Lavender, I love Star Trek. I love, watching things, a lot of space movies, and it kind of makes you think a little bit. Yeah, it's all fake, but it kind of makes you think, is it really possible this happened? Yes, it's possible. You just got to find the right person to invent it, and you just gotta believe.
Do you believe? It's rough.
It is rough. That's why there's more to life than this planet, but our life is meant to be only on this planet. But us as human beings, we just want to explore, go beyond our means, be nosy, and that's going to be our downfall. Mm-hmm. We've been sending radio signals out in space for years and years and years. That's something Tesla's been doing to see if we can get a freaking, a signal from another planet, from aliens. But why? Because you don't know if we send a signal to there, they might find it offensive, come, fuck us up. You never know. But the human mind is so curious to where that's what they want to do right now. Yeah. They're trying to explore.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Naughty Kool-Aid.
No. You fix that wall before my dad gets home from work. He's gonna beat me with a belt. He's not gonna believe a talking bowl of fruit punch came in here. You stupid idiot.
Final thought, we've been watching this movie as we've been talking. It does not hold up well.
Yeah. Well, final thought.
It's still cool, but...
Yeah, we've been watching The Time Machine, and it'll be cool for somebody to have been a time machine, but will I actually want to go back in time and go back to the future? And I think life is meant to be in the present. And to me, the present is the future, because it's what you make out of it. And the future happens every second. Every millisecond, the future happens. We're in the future always. Just don't forget about that. So,
cheeky.
Yeah. So thank y'all for listening, and we'll see you next time on Lavenders Corner.
If you like what you heard, please subscribe to the Miscellaneous Podcast. You can find us on almost all podcast platforms. If you want to contact us, we got email, miscellaneouspodcast17@gmail.com. We got Twitter at miscellaneouspodcast17, Facebook @/MISC podcast, and you can call or text using our Google number, 314-403-0151. That's area code 314-403-0151.